Hi, welcome to Chef Anaí. Today's recipe is an amazing recipe, chile relleno with beans, rice, and tofu scramble with nopales. The first thing we want to do is soak our beans overnight or for 24 hours. And then we rinse, we clean them out and have some filtered water added into the pot. I'm going to add oregano and some bay leaves, and I'm going to simmer this for about 5 hours. Then I'm going to work on my poblanos. My poblano peppers, I'm just going to roast them and then add them into a container where they can store and steam till I'm ready to use them. Awesome. So now we're going to do our cheese. And I'm going to try out two types of cheese today. I'm going to try my original sunflower recipe, and then I'm also going to try a cashew recipe. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vinegar to the sunflower one, not the cashew one. So I'm going to start with the sunflower recipe. So we're going to add our liquids. We add the lemon juice, the water. And these recipes, the sunflower recipe, mozzarella cheese, is delicious, amazing, always good. But the cashew one was kind of different. I really don't like it, but I made the recipe so maybe you might like it. So you give it a shot if you like cashews. So we'll add the rest of the ingredients, the starch, tapioca starch. We blend that up really smoothly. And then we're going to transfer that to a saucepan. Okay? And we stir it and heat it up till it thickens up to our desired texture. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes. So I like to actually continue to stir it just a little bit more, even if it's still thick. I like to continue on to heat up and evaporate any excess liquid that the cheese might have. So there you have it. That's our sunflower cheese, and we just have to put it in a container. You can put it in a glass container or any type of container works. A wooden container, plastic container, whatever you choose. It's all you. I'm not one to tell you what to do. Anyways, I'm just a chef. I create recipes. That's all I do. We continue the heating process of our cheese. Like I said, I like to heat it up. I like to continue heating it a little bit more, even when it's thick, just to remove any of the liquid that's there. So it's a nice thick consistency. Lovely. This cheese is my favorite. I love it. I don't have any other recipe, to be quite honest. I can come up with many others, but this recipe is the best that I like, that I prefer. And that's all I can give you is just this one. The cashew one, I don't like it that much, to be quite honest. But I'll give you that recipe so you know that you can make it with any other nuts. So we put our sunflower seed cheese into a container and we'll allow it to cool. Then we repeat the process with mozzarella cheese. You don't even have to wash the container. I'm not going to wash it. I'm going to continue on. I added the liquid. And we add our lemon juice. Add a tiny bit of lemon juice here. Not too much, just a tiny bit. Even though I added that much lemon, I suggest that you put even a lot less, because cashews are sweet. They have like a sweet taste to them. And if you add too much lemon, it tastes like um like a dessert almost. There's like a natural sweetness to cashews that if you put too much lemon, it just tastes like a dessert. It's not tasty at all. So what you really want to do is you want to add just a little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. All right. Now the cashews and the starches, and we blend this smoothly. Our spices, which what I like to use is mustard powder and white pepper, and that's pretty much all I use. So that's it. We blend this smoothly to a really smooth consistency. Okay, so we add our mixture into the saucepan and we're going to cook it in a medium low heat until it thickens. This is going to take about 3 to 6 minutes. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice is that this mixture is a little bit more liquidy, and you may assume that the recipe went wrong, but I will assure you that it's not wrong. The measurements are perfect. They're good. Just keep stirring it in the saucepan and it will thicken. This magical nut turned into a nice watery consistency, but now that it's on the saucepan, it will become thick and it will thickenize to a nice solid consistency that will resemble the consistency of a mozzarella cheese. Okay, so we will keep stirring it. This is an amazing recipe. I don't like the flavor of cashews, so I personally won't make this recipe, but you can go ahead and give it a try and see which one you like and which one you prefer. You can also use, instead of tapioca starch, you can use psyllium husk or potato starch, whichever one you can find and buy in your local store. Okay, as you can see, it's thickened. And like the other recipe, I like to continue to heat it up, passing its thickness. So while it's still thick, I'm going to continue to simmer it and heat up to evaporate any of the excess liquids. Okay, and like the other recipe, I'm going to put it in a container and store it and allow it to cool down completely. Once it's cooled completely, I can put it into the fridge. This recipe lasts 7 days. This beautiful cheese looks so beautiful, but I just don't like the flavor of this cashews. This cashew flavor nut cheese. I prefer the sunflower one. So, with a spatula, we will remove any excess cheese mixture on our spatula. And this cheese is so sticky that you're going to have to use a wet spoon to stabilize the cheese a little bit. So I'm using a wet spoon right now and I'm just kind of gently tapping and settling it down. A wet spoon, and that's pretty much. These two recipes are golden. Whichever one you like, it's amazing on toast, quesadillas. It is really high in fat, so be careful. This will make your weight size bigger. Okay? So, stuff those poblano peppers with that cheese and add them to an air fryer. And what I'm going to do is assemble my plate as I wait for my chile relleno. So there's the beans that are ready. I'm not gonna make a video. I'm not gonna show making the rice and the tofu scramble, but I do have recipes on those separate videos on it, so you go ahead and watch those. And there's the chile relleno. Oh my goodness, this recipe was so delicious. So delicious. A stuffed poblano pepper with delicious sunflower cheese, some rice, some beans, and some tofu scramble with nopales. Cactus and tofu scramble. Anyways, friends, there you have it. Like and subscribe. Stick around for more. And see you later.